What if I told you that professional freedom isn't some vague, fuzzy idea, but something you can actually buy, and that it has a very specific price tag? Well, today we're going to talk about exactly that, a number that could completely change how you think about your career. Let's get into it. Oof, just let that one sink in for a second. Does that feel familiar at all? You know that little knot you get in your stomach? That hesitation before you speak up in a meeting because you don't want to rock the boat? That feeling of dependency? That's exactly what we're tackling today. Because that feeling, it's not just in your head. It's a real state of professional vulnerability. It's a trap, really, one that keeps you from making the best moves for your own career. And we're going to give it a name. We'll call it survival mode. So what does survival mode actually feel like day to day? Well, it's like you're constantly playing defense with your own life. You're worried about getting fired. You don't ask for that raise you absolutely deserve. You don't jump on that cool, risky project that could be huge for you. You're not playing to win, you're just playing not to lose. Okay, but what if you could just flip that script completely? We're moving on from the problem to a super specific, tangible solution. And this isn't about some useless advice like, oh, just be more confident. No, we're talking about buying a real asset for your career, an asset called freedom. So, what does it cost? The number we're putting on the table is $20,000. Now look, is that the magic number for everyone? Of course not. Your number is going to depend on your expenses, where you live, the whole deal. But it's a powerful benchmark. Think of it as the purchase price for the single greatest tool you can have in your career. And that tool has a name: walking away money. It's pretty much what it sounds like. It's a financial cushion, usually about 6 months of your must-pay bills, that gives you the absolute power to walk away from any job, any boss, any situation, without immediately panicking about how you're going to pay the rent. But here's the real secret, the part most people miss. This isn't actually about the money. Its biggest impact, by far, is psychological. Having that buffer fundamentally rewires your brain. It shifts your entire mindset from one way of being to a completely different one. And the change is, well, it's night and day. You go from fearful to confident, from being reactive, just dealing with whatever your boss throws at you, to being proactive, actually shaping your career. You stop being stagnant and you start being ambitious. You switch from playing defense to playing offense. That money in the bank is just the fuel for this massive mental shift. And this right here, this is the core of it. The entire balance of power flips upside down. When you're not desperate, you change the whole game. You're no longer thinking, man, I really hope they keep me. Instead, you're thinking, you know what? I hope they can keep me. See the difference? It's huge. Okay, so you've got this new growth mode mindset. So what? What does that actually let you do in the real world? Let's talk about how this new confidence turns into tangible power. Well, the perks are immediate. First, your overall confidence just skyrockets. Your power to negotiate for a raise goes through the roof, because the worst they can say is no, and that's not a disaster anymore. You have the freedom to take smart risks, to say no to bad projects, and of course, you hold the ultimate trump card. You can always walk away. I mean, just picture it. You walk into a salary negotiation, and you're actually calm because you know you'll be fine either way. You can look at a dead-end assignment and just say, nah, not for me. You can start looking for a new job out of genuine excitement, not desperation. You get to decide when it's time to go, not your circumstances. So if you remember one thing from all this, make it this. Walking away money is not a safety net. That's survival thinking. That's just about catching you if you fall. No, this is something else entirely. It's a launch pad. It's a solid ground you build for yourself so you can leap higher than you ever thought you could. So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. If you had that launch pad, what would you do? What risks would you finally take? What kind of career would you really build for yourself? What would your freedom look like?